old. But he's the Olympic champion at 1,500 meters. And at this race, we got a false start here.
Oh, man, a lot of nerves out there.
This is not even his main race yet. He's run 12:45. He's 17 seconds clear on paper of anybody else in the field.
48. 12:48.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, let's not give him that. Well, maybe he will run 12:45 tonight. I don't know. We'll see. We've got a misprint on the sheet
it's a
here.
typo.
That's my fault, Dave. I'm sorry. I set you up.
It's okay. We're not robots here.
So everybody shaking it off.
We also see Jakob's older brother running a little bit later in the 10K. He ran a 28:20. Doesn't really run 10K very often. But ran a 28:20 a few weeks ago in Oslo. Okay, here we go again. Take two.
All right, now it's a clean start, hopefully. Let's everybody get off clean. There we go. So no falls. The race is underway. The most anticipated 5,000 meters in the United States to date.
So Ollie Hoare, the Australian, running for On Athletic Club here in his On Athletic Club 5,000 meters. And he's slated to tow the field through in laps of 63.
And Nur is jumping right up there from NAU.
As is Young.
So the collegiate record, 13:08. Henry Rono. How long has that been around?
1978, I believe.
1978. We'll see if that can withstand tonight.
So we were looking for a 63.2 is 13:10. And we're a little fast, right around 62 flat.
All right, so the Pacers want to see a fast race tonight. And the first 200 got out at 30, so everybody trying to get into position here.
Also up there is Patrick Dever, the 10,000 meters collegiate champion from last year. Running for Puma Elite, the new pro outfit out of Raleigh, North Carolina, coached by Alistair and Amy Cragg.
Dever had a great race, too, on this same track at the 10 a few weeks back. He hit that world standard.
Also in the mix up there is Mohammed, the German.
Mohamed's run 13:17, and he did that last year. He's an Olympian in the 5,000 meters. There, looking down this line, it's a who's who of American distance running. You got Nico Young behind Patrick Dever, and then stalking Nico Young, you have to think the back of his head is burning, is Jakob Ingebrigtsen. And Connor Mance behind him, who ran 13:10 indoors this year.
And then in the yellow top with the black shorts, that's King Ches.
Two kings in this race tonight. There's the fans, eagerly anticipating what the later laps of this race will bring.
So through the first 1,000 meters, we are 2:38. So which is exactly what was asked for. 2:38 per kilometer is 13:10 pace.
Jordy Beamish, too, known to close. Let's see how he closes out this rabbiting job. Maybe with a nice 25-second 200. That'd mess up the field a little bit.
I'm sure Ollie will be really happy about that. So leading the race proper is Nur.
Nur, and then Dever, and then Nico Young, and then Jakob Ingebrigtsen, Connor Mance, King Ches, Mohammed. Strung out now. Nobody wants to trade any blows with the King just yet. You can see Joe Klecker back there, too, and Josh Kerr right behind him. And I love to see David Ribich there right next to Hassan Mead. Ribich, the other beast, the sit-and-kick duo.
Right behind Klecker, you got the 1,500-meter bronze medalist, Josh Kerr, the Flying Scotsman.
Josh Kerr jumping up. Who would have thought that he'd be taking on Jakob Ingebrigtsen in a 5,000 meters after that?
I'd like to thank Josh Kerr personally because I actually placed a bet on him in Tokyo and won $150.
Thank you, Josh Kerr. You didn't do that in...
It was a legal bet. It was in Britain.
Okay, good.
Actually, it's legal. Sports betting is legal in Tennessee now. Anyway, we were 4:13 at 1,600 meters.
Okay. So let's see here. There's a little duel in here in this race, too, between the Tin Man Elite and the Sit and Kick boys, the Brooks Beasts. So Drew Hunter and Sam Parsons are the Tin Men in this race. And then Josh Kerr and David Ribich are the Beasts. And we'll see who comes out on top with those combined scores. But look at this. The NAU boys at the front, mixing it up with the world's best. And you can really say the world's best, too. So still locking 63s in there, 63 mid. And photographers are trying to get as close as they can to this race, of course.
This pacing has been metronomic. So far, completed laps have been 63.8, 63.8, 63.3, and 63.5.
Thank you to the On Athletics Club for getting us off to a good start.
So how many laps do you think Ollie goes?
Ollie might stay in this. Who knows?
4K? He doesn't have a hip number. Somebody better give that man a hip number real fast.
Somebody, Dathan, toss him a hip number.
Yeah. No hip number. He has no intentions of pulling a Tommy Byers. So that last lap, another 63.5. Just incredibly strong, even pacing, as it has been all night.
So if this race was to go under 13 minutes, somebody would have to do some stat research, but I don't know if there is another or outdoor sub 13 outside of Oregon on U.S. soil.
I'm going to try, and while this race unfolds, I'm going to try and see what at least the fastest race on California soil is. But if somebody knows that,
I believe it was last year.
Texas.
I think it was Grant Fisher's race last year, 13:02.
Yeah.
So last year at the Sound Running Invite, Grant Fisher ran 13:02 on this track. And then the 2021 winner of this race was Grant Fisher's teammate, Mohamed, running 13:18. Ollie Hoare out front. Jordy Beamish has stepped off, so now there's just one OAC athlete out there. And then Joe Klecker back there, too. Joe Klecker tucked behind King Ches. So there is some separation now. It looks like Hassan Mead is trying to get back up into that front group.
All right, so when they come around the finish line the next time, that'll be 3,000 meters.
We'll get a good read on this race with 2K to go. That's CPT back there, too, hanging on to Joe Klecker.
So Ollie Hoare leading the way. We're leading the race proper. It's Nur, then his teammate Young. Mohammed is now moved into third.
7:54, 3,000 meters. Nur is now at the front, and then Nico Young.
And then your Olympic 1,500-meter champion, tucked in fourth place wearing the speed suit.
So Mohammed coming up on the outside shoulder of Nico Young there, the German athlete, Mohammed.
So that was a 63.2, so just incredibly consistent pacing. We're at 7:54.11 at 3,000 meters.
And Mohammed won the Stanford 10,000 meters in 28:13 this year. But yeah, now if Nur has any hopes of out-kicking Jakob Ingebrigtsen, he's going to have to do it from the front or hope that something gets shaken up a little bit here, because he's on the front driving this pace all by himself. The young college athlete out front in front of the pros.
Yeah, you got to think this 63s feels fairly controlled for a man that can run 12:48, but I believe Henry Rono's collegiate record might be on thin ice here. 13:08.4 is the record. It's 44 years old.
The pace slipped a little bit there. That was a 64.7 for that lap.
But you've got to figure they're going to run a 55, 56 last lap. So, you know, they'll make up some time. Nobody has ever broken 13:10 among collegians except Henry Rono. Second fastest all time, 13:12.27 by Cooper Tier. That was last year.
Last year at the NCAA Championships.
That's right.
So this is a good front pack here. Joe Klecker still in there. That's good to see. He's gotten back to training this spring. Moving up. And we're getting an OAC chant here for
sure
Joe
are.
Klecker.
Cheserek still tucked in that pack as well.
64.2 for that last lap.
So our leaders are Nur, Mohammed, Ingebrigtsen, Young, Klecker, Cheserek, Deva, Montz, and CPT. I think that's about it in that pack.
Connor Mance let us know too. We referenced his outdoor PR 13:24, and he said, "Hey man, I've run 13:10." So he's got that on his mind. He wants to prove that tonight too. Just shove that in our face. We hope he does.
We might see a whole bunch of guys running 13:10 here.
So Mohammed swinging all over the place here. He looks pretty good, and now he moves to the front. But he wants some help. I don't think anybody's going to give it to him. And this is coming up on 800 meters to go.
And now look is moving up very gradually. Klecker now moving into third.
Klecker cutting his teeth here, taking a shot at Jakob Ingebrigtsen.
That OAC chant is about to get a little bit louder the next time they come around.
Klecker can feel the sweat coming off of Jakob Ingebrigtsen's shoulder right now. And it's Mohammed. We're coming down the backstretch. We're going to 600 meters to go. And there's still a very solid pack. When is Jakob going to try and make his move here? Let's see. But Nur is still there, too.
62.6 was the last up, so they did pick it up just a little bit. I really think they're going to run around 13:05, 13:06 here, if not faster.
This is it. Nico Young is gritting his teeth, trying to stay in contact with Joe Klecker back there. CPT,
right,
he's
here we
there
go.
too. But look how easy Jakob Ingebrigtsen looks. No expression on his face. But Mohammed looks pretty good too.
All right.
Let's get a look at this.
Needs a 61 to break Rono's collegiate record.
And he's hanging in fourth right now. So now we've got Mohammed trying to stretch it out. And the two are distancing themselves. You got Jakob Ingebrigtsen right on his heels. And Nur moving around Klecker into that third position.
All right. When is Jakob going to pull the trigger? Surely this is it right here.
He's swinging wide. He's got to go with 200 meters to go. I don't think he wants to leave it further than that. But he's living in the danger zone here because you don't know what Mohammed has left.
Mohammed's going to make him run wide around this turn.
He's been swinging wide all night. Let's see what he does. He's moving out into lane one.
Surely Jakob has the extra gear. Here he
It's
comes.
a stretch duel.
Here he comes.
The Olympic 1,500 meter champ showing his wheels right here in San Juan Capistrano and waving at the crowd.
And it's going to be a new collegiate record for Nur, surely. 5, 6, 7. I think he got it by over a second.
There it is. 13:02.03 for Jakob Ingebrigtsen.
Nur 13:06.32. He's takes more than a second off Henry Rono's 44-year-old NCAA record.
44, no more. It's Abdihamid Nur, 13:06, the new collegiate record holder.
And his teammate, Nico Young, 13:11.30, puts him number 3 all time, behind Henry Rono.
Amazing. Jakob Ingebrigtsen coming in, waving his finger to the crowd, saying, not OAC, it's me. It's me, the Olympic champ. 13:02 to open up his season here in San Juan Capistrano with a 54.6 closing lap.
Edward Cheserek, 6th place, 13:12.43 under the world standard, and a big PB by CPT in 7th place, 13:12.76. Back in 7th place.
Huge. This This race is incredibly deep. Connor Mance, 13:13.25, 8th place. Patrick Dever, 13:20, 9th place. Sam Parsons, 13:21, 10th place. Sam McKenty, 13:24. Let's look a little further down the list here. Josh Kerr coming in at 13:37.99. There we've got, the Norwegian Viking helmet there. Yeah. The fans came out to support.
Somebody needs to give him that for the interview.
Oh, there it is. Oh.
No, give it to him.
Nice. What a night here. That's what I'm talking about, Dave. This is fantastic. That was a race.
Yeah, I think we all expected Jakob to sort of win that fairly handily, but it just wasn't the case. He really had to work for that victory.
Muhammad gave him a run for his money. That was literally a run for his money because we've got the prize purse here. But, yeah, that was a 14-second PR from Muhammad as well, too.